Hello, everyone. My name is Gianna Hutton, and I'm the coordinator of first year experiences in the College of Business. If you are receiving this video, it's because you haven't done your orientation advising appointment yet. So we are sending this video out to the students who have not completed that in efforts to get your orientation advising done, since advisors do have limited availability. We want to get the orientation advising done before BISFIT, and we only have a few weeks. So we're going to be sending this video out to get all the information that you would with an advisor in your orientation advising appointment. You can get in this video. If you do need to speak with an advisor after this video, you still don't have all your questions answered, you will be assigned to an advising session during BISFIT week to get those questions answered. So we are going to get into it and the content of the orientation advising appointment. So I'm going to share my screen. And what we're looking at on this screen is the pre-business checklist. So when you start off in the College of Business, you are considered a pre-business major. Everyone who starts off in the College of Business, that is their major on file, pre-business. So we want you to do this pre-business checklist as a pre-business major, get it nearly completed, and then you can declare one of our 9 business majors, whether that's accounting, economics, finance, management, marketing. Any of our majors you will declare after this pre-business checklist is about done. So I just want to quickly go over this. This is separated into 3 boxes. So the first box is your English and math. First box is our first priority to complete. Second box is our second priority to complete. So this is our pre-business core. And this third box is our last priority to complete. So this is your general education requirements that a student might have to take these no matter what major, whether they're business or liberal arts or science, it doesn't matter. This is just kind of university requirements. So ideally, you're in a math and English in your very first semester. If you're listening to this video and you're not in a math or English, we would like you to take a placement test. I will be sending links to our placement test for English and math in this form that you are watching this video in. So if you know that you are not in English and math and you do not have placement scores, you'll need to take the English GSP survey, and that one's nice. It's not a placement test. It's just answering a few questions regarding what you think you are comfortable in your knowledge in English. And then you'll take a placement test for, it's called the ALEKS exam for math. So I will put those links in the form so that you guys can fill that out if you do not have any English or math. And then the results of that will get you in English and math, and you can add those on your schedule. So just wanted to quickly talk about the difference between English 101 and English 100I. Both of these are the same class. They are the first class that you will take as a freshman student in English. The only difference, English 100I has a learning support. For those who might feel not as comfortable in English or have tested lower, that learning support is offered there to get you straight into English 102 with the rest of your class. Same with these math classes. These are all pre-calculus classes. They go over all the same material. The only difference is Math 126 EE has 2 learning supports to help you move on to calculus next semester. And same with Math 126 E, it has 1 learning support to move you to calculus next semester. Math 126 has no learning supports. And same thing, you would just move on to Math 176 next semester. Our pre-business core, once you have your math and English on your schedule, a lot of the rest of your classes will be made up of the pre-business core. These ones that say you take them freshman year, you might see those ones on your schedule. So IS 101 might be on your schedule. Econ 102 might be on your schedule. Maybe Marketing 210, not so much. We kind of keep the 200 level classes for sophomore year. So you might be paired English, math, IS, and Econ. And then we will most likely put you in Business 101, or your schedule most likely say Business 101 for your last class. We do want to put everyone in Business 101, so if you notice you're not in it, you don't already have credit for it, then make sure you add Business 101 to your schedule. So that's kind of like the typical first semester schedule. It is considered a social science, the Business 101. So that's what we're looking at on the pre-business checklist. So moving on, we want you to look at your My Nevada account. So when you log into My Nevada, if you want to view your current schedule that your advisor advance registered you in, you would log into My Nevada, and the way we like to look at our schedules is we like to click on the Student Center Classic tile. Once you get to that, in the middle of your Student Center Classic dashboard, it would have a list of classes right here. This is my screenshot of my own Student Center Classic, so I'm not enrolled into any classes, so that's why it says that, but yours would have a schedule right in the middle. Now, this next part that I'm going to go over is for students who may have transfer credits, so dual enrollment credits that they took through high school, or if they have any AP tests that they have completed and passed. Hopefully you've sent those all in by now. You can view those on your My Nevada. So that's for those type of students. If you do not have any dual enrollment credits and do not have any AP tests that you completed and passed, you can disregard this next point. I am going to yell and say, hey, pay attention later on in this video when we pass this part. So this drop down button, transfer credit report, you would click on that, and then you would click this double arrow to load it. And it would bring you to a page that looks like this. So this might be dual enrollment for English, and then AP kind of looks like here where it's under test credits and like it says AP, and then like the score. So if you have AP or dual enrollment credits, it might look something like this screenshot. If you have dual enrollment credit for something that we've advanced registered you in, so if you have credit for English, but we put you in English 101, that's your cue that you can drop those classes because we do not need you to take those twice. So drop those classes and pick something else on this pre-business checklist that you would like to take. Whether it's the next English class, if you don't already have credit for English 102, or if it's something down in this third box, you are more than welcome to make that swap. Everything on that pre-business checklist is required of you. So you are not making a wrong choice by swapping into something else. And then the next thing I wanted to go over is AP credits. If you have a passing score, it will tell you what class that it comes over as. I will also provide a link. See if I can get it open. There we go. I can also provide a link where you can find what test you took. So English language, English literature AP, maybe you took some kind of government AP class, whatever it is, there's the government one, it will tell you what class it comes over in this box here. And if you see that on your pre-business checklist, you can check that off and say, I don't have to take that right now. We did credit for that. So that's just going over transfer credit and how to adjust your classes if you're in something that your advisor advanced registered you in, but you already have that on your schedule. You can feel free to swap or drop classes once we get your hold removed at the end of this video. So next thing I wanted to go over is the key takeaways from orientation. So you did your orientation sometime this summer. And these things they kind of went over in that orientation. We're going to do some takeaways from that, some important information. So number one, in order to graduate, you must complete 120 credits and have a 2.0 GPA. So you'll have 8 semesters at UNR to graduate in 4 years. If you take 5 classes each semester, that gets you 120 credits and graduating on time in 4 years. And then we need that minimum GPA, the 2.0. Next, as a freshman student, you will have an advising hold on your My Nevada account twice. Move this over, sorry about that. Once in the fall semester and once in the spring semester. That does not count the advising hold you have right now for orientation. Advising holds prevent you from enrolling into courses for future terms. So make sure that you check regularly on your My Nevada to make sure that you don't have any type of holds. And how you would do that is on your My Nevada, there is a task tile. And there is a little thing that says holds on the left-hand side. You would click that. And it would tell you if you have a hold. So this one said advising hold. All freshmen must register and attend summer orientation to receive academic advising prior to removing their advising hold. So if you don't have any questions after watching this video, you would let us know in the form that you are going to fill out after you watch this video, and we will remove your hold so you can make those adjustments to your schedule. If you would like to speak with an advisor because you have more questions, then you will be assigned to an advising session during BizFit week. So going back to holds here, in Business 101, if you are enrolled into that in the fall semester, which like 98% of you should be, then you will get your hold removed in Business 101. We do have advisors that have an advising week that we will remove your hold in Business 101. And basically all that is we're just going over what classes to take in the spring semester because we don't want you to sign up for waste classes. So we'll take care of that in Business 101. In the spring semester, you will have some kind of advising interaction as well, so that you enroll into the correct classes after the spring semester too. So twice you will have to meet with an advisor somehow in class to get your advising holds removed. Next, if you take classes at another institution, so maybe you're not from Reno and you go home over the summer and want to take a summer class at a local community college, you are more than welcome to do that. All we need is for you to send official transcripts from UNR to our admissions and records office as soon as you sign up for the class, as soon as you sign up for it. That way we know you're in progress with a class. The reason for that is, let's say you want to take, let's say Econ 102 over the summer at your local community college. You're not able to sign up for Econ 103 unless we know you're in progress with Econ 102, because Econ 102 is a prerequisite to Econ 103. So we need to know as soon as you are signing up for that class, you send those official transcripts over. That way it lets our My Nevada system know, okay, he is in progress with the prereq and he can sign up for the next class at UNR. And then you will send it a second time once you get a score for that class. So whether you pass or fail, you'll send a transcript over so that we can count those credits as passing credits, or if you didn't pass, we count that as well. All right, you are responsible for your own coursework and registration for all current and future terms effective today. So I'm gonna pause there. Your advisors advance register you into classes as an incoming freshman. That is the absolute last time your advisor will ever add or drop classes from your schedule. They do not have any authority to do it after advanced registration. Any adjustments you want to make to your schedule, you do on your own. We are mostly 18 and above. We are adults. We make our own changes to our schedule. You can always ask your advisor for questions on what to add, drop, or swap, of course. We have this enrollment guide that I will link for you in the form so that you know how to add, swap, and drop classes. It'll walk you right through it in this article with screenshots step by step on how to do that. Second point of this means that your parents, guardians, family members, and partners may not handle your academics on your behalf. So we have something called FERPA law, where advisors, professors, anyone in college will not be able to give your parents any academic information. Again, we are mostly 18 and above if you are attending college. This is a law that we cannot break. If your family members email an advisor asking for questions, we just loop the student back in and say, is this okay to give them the information? We always ask for permission, and we will always suggest that if a family member does want to be a part of your academics and the student agrees to it as well, both need to happen, then the family member can be put on a third-party release form so that they can get information of any academics. We still need to have permission from the student that we're giving that information, and then we also check that they're on the third-party release form. So both need to have them. All right. Important dates. So the final day to add, swap, and drop classes with instructor approval and get a 100% refund is September 5th. So if you need to make any adjustments to your schedule, do it as soon as possible. The absolute last day you can do it is September 5th. I never suggest waiting that long. All right, this is a spring semester date for that same thing. And then November 1st is when you are actually going to be able to start registering for your spring 2025 classes. So registration will always begin in the month of November when you're registering for spring classes. It'll always be in the month of April when you're registering for fall classes. These will remain the same until you graduate. I'm going to give a link for the ALEKS placement test if you need that to adjust any math class you were put in, or if you didn't have any placement scores and are not even in a math class. I'll provide this link, same with the English survey and enrollment guides, so that you know how to make any adjustments to your schedule at all as well. So next steps is there's going to be a questionnaire where you let me know if you have any more questions after this this video that you watched. If you indicate no, then we will remove your freshman advising hold. If you indicate yes, you need more questions, you need to speak with an advisor, we'll refrain from removing your hold until you can meet with an advisor, and we will do that during BizFit week. You will be assigned an exact date and session. All right, well, that is the end of this video, and I look forward to your survey responses. Have a great day, everyone.